Hey, how you doing? I'm looking at this soap I made the other day, the spinach soap. So y'all listen, I had a problem the other day. I want to tell y'all what happens in case this happened to y'all. Um, I had ended up making soap and I used this old fragrance, and I probably had this fragrance. Y'all know this is old. Look at the packaging. This is when Just Scent had justscent.com, and they've been closed for like at least 2 years now. And I used it in my cold process soap and it went watery. Hey, I was telling you about this. I'm up here putting the soap up. It actually came out. It actually came out good, but it had went watery. It's hard too, but yeah, it went watery when I added this fragrance in there, and this was the fragrance that I used. And this fragrance is super old. You can't even find justscent.com. You can't even find a trace of justscent.com. And it just completely just, it was water. It was straight water. And I was like, okay, it's either I'm going to lose 5 pounds of soap or I'm going to fix this soap. Hey, good to see you. So I thought I was going to lose the 5 pounds of soap. And I was like, no, I'm not. So I went and got some, I got a lot of cocoa butter. So I went and got 4 ounces of cocoa butter, and I just basically just put it, I melted, I made it really hot to where as though like I didn't have to keep putting it in the microwave to melt it down. Like it just was like gradually melting down because I set it on top of something metal. And this is what I used. But anyway, listen, it worked. It worked. It thickened the soap back up and I was able to put it in there, but I was still scared because it was super shiny. It was super shiny and I was like, oh my God, did I mess this up? Did I mess this up? And it actually came out okay. I was very afraid. I was like, oh my God, please, please, please. But it came out fine. And it smelled good too. The fragrance smelled good, but I did an experiment with like cold processed soap and hot processed soap. And I basically left the hot processed soap for a very long time. I think I had the hot processed soap sitting for a year. Yeah, because I used it last summer. I had it since last summer. And now we back at, let's say April 30. April 30th. Okay, I had it just sitting for since last summer, and then we about to have the same fair that I go to every year. And long story short, um, the soap don't have a smell that was cold processed. The hot process is strong. The hot process been sitting for a whole year in a box and it's super strong, and the cold process don't even have a scent. So the cold process one I'm giving away, but the hot process ones I can actually go out and sell. And I was switching my business over to like just all cold processed soaps. But it made me kind of think about it. And I'm like, because I know people who actually make hot processed soap and they make it like, they do it in a liquid kind of way. It's like Sharon, what's her name? Sharon Johnson method, the SB something method. You had to purchase her book. I think her book was like $60. And people started like, criticizing her and all that for her method. She was a black woman. She's still living and everything. She just, she operated, I think, out of Florida, if I'm mistaken. But anyway, she went through a lot. She went through hell. I ain't gonna lie. That lady went through hell. Because it was like a lot of people like, like, oh, we can't share the method. You gotta get Sharon's book, and Sharon's book is high. So, and then a lot of our, Caucasian brothers and sisters, they were going off, of course. I think they were the most loudest. Like, this is not her method. She didn't create anything. And she went through hell. So, man, she went through hell. I was watching it from a distance. I was like, dang. But she got a method to where as though you can basically make your hot process look like cold process. It don't do all that boiling out the pot stuff. And, of course it's going to come up, rise up, but not too much. Because she does it in a liquid, like it's kind of like a liquid kind of way. I think I want to do that. I'm gonna think about it because I like when it come down to the fragrance to me. And I was making hot process soaps way longer than cold process. The fragrance don't stay as long, and it doesn't matter what kind of fragrance I get. It's never as long as the hot process. It's never as strong as the hot process. Is it just don't. And then I see people in the reviews, and they'd be like, the fragrance faded after after it went through the saponification process. They'll say the fragrance faded, and I see that a lot in the reviews. And I was like, if it's gonna be fading, then I don't know if that's what I really want to do. So I'm just kind of stuck in that place. Like, okay, do I really want to do it this way? So I'm thinking about it. You know, I don't want my stuff to be fading. But then again, you know, you have people who and soap recipes that don't fade, and I guess it depends on the type of oil you use. So I'm stuck in that area, but I'm gonna come out of it. I'm still debating on what I actually want to do, cause I like my soap to be really strong, and people pick it up just to smell it. So I don't know what y'all think about it. Give me y'all opinion. Like today, this is strong. This is very strong today. But it's going to lose weight. It's going to get smaller. It's going to go through a process. I love the top. I showed y'all how to do the top on YouTube. It was really just swirling it around. But I love how it came out. Looks so nice. And this fragrance smells so good. I'm going to let this soap sit for definitely a month. Let's do some under here. Hey, so yes, I'm thinking about it. I'm still debating what I want to do, but I know I'm going to start. I like cold process a lot because it's so pretty. It's just so beautiful. I love it. So I'm like cleaning up this stuff I left out here the other day when I was making my soap. And I'm about to soak some Freshies. I'm going to put this in my sink real quick. I'm about to soak some Freshie beads because I'm making a lot of Freshies because I want to make them for the summer. That's what I'm going to sell this summer. Yeah, so I'm cleaning up so that I can get that ready. Get this area ready so I can make me some Freshies. I ain't gonna paint no Freshies or nothing today. I just want to soak some fragrance and beads. Susie said, I don't mind learning how to process. Me either. I don't mind making it. I just want my stuff to last. It was just my experience. I'm just telling you what happened. I tested it, smelt it after all that time, and I was like, dang, I can't smell this one, but I can smell that one. So, I don't mind. I'm about to do some perfume oil tomorrow. Okay. So, my lye. Yeah, I think we're going to start doing some. I don't know. I don't even want to say that because I got to really think about it. Because what I'm doing is going to have to go with what I envision myself doing this summer or whatever. And what I'm going to be selling. Because I'm going to be selling it. I'm talking about selling out. So, I have to see. There goes some more cold process. I'm just dropping it. Yeah, you can smell it, but it don't be as strong. Not as strong as the hot process. Like, I got hot process down here, cold process, because I make both. And it's like I can smell this. This be loud. And it's like it don't matter how much weight the hot process lose. It just still strong. So that's one thing I can say that I can tell people when they want to make soap. Like, okay, so you know this one gonna be stronger than that one. Yeah, these gotta get this all my rebatch stuff. I gotta rebatch all of that. I'm gonna sit it down there. But I'm about to bring my Freshie Bead stuff over here, so I'm getting it all together. My micas, I'm gonna need the micas. Cause I'm gonna use color my old ones as well. But I'm putting all this stuff in the sink. What's that? Mahogany. I used to be in love with Avo Bath Lush and all of those Lush fragrances. Now I don't even buy that crap no more. I don't even care for it. Yeah, we can. We could do that next week. We could do, you know, it's been on my mind to make a sea salt soap. And the only reason why I ain't made one is because I actually was like thinking I had salt recently. This was like actually the other day. I thought I had the salt that I needed and I didn't have it. But we can make that one next week. That's what we're going to do, some sea salt soap. But after that, we're going to make them tallow face bars because I got the boxes to go with them for the round soap. I want the round circle bars, and I want to have boxes for the round bars instead of putting them in my normal packaging. So that's the next one. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're going to definitely do that. We could do that next week. I love a nice sea salt soap, but I thought I had one. I thought I was going to make one the other day, and I was like, dang, I didn't even realize I was out of salt. And I'm trying to think what I was using the salt in. And I just, you know, used it all. But I'm going to go ahead and get some more. Yeah, I want some, and I want to make it a nice color. I want it to kind of, I'm definitely do cold process for that. Because, baby, that hot process going to eat that salt up so fast. Child, I don't know if the cold process will do that, too, because it still got to go through a heat process. So, it might just eat it up regardless. But I'm going to put some on the top. You know, the one soap that sold for me, that's what we're going to do next week. We're going to do some sea salt. I did it, though, with hot process. And the only thing that I had an experience with that I didn't like was I was remember when I first started, I had like a studio area and I made it in my basement. And it was sweating so bad. The soap had like drops of, you know, sweat all over it because my basement was so humid. And it was really, really bad. Like, it was to the point where I was like, dang, I don't want to sell this soap because it was sweating. So that was the only thing I had an issue with. But I'm not in a humid area now, so it'll be fine. Even with my bath bombs, I know I can make bath bombs here without a problem. But I made some bath bombs there, and they activated. Yeah, they activated on me. It was very humid there. It was nothing I could do, and my friend was like, go get one of those humidity things, and I went and got one, and it was so much water in it, like it absorbed so much water out the air. It was like I was like, I gotta get out of here. After that, I moved to Kentucky. So I had to get out of this house. This house ain't working for me. The house started just ugh, oof. That house wasn't all that good, honey. It was the backyard. The people never came and like maintained the backyard. So the backyard ended up like, in the country, if you don't cut your grass or pull your leaves up, you get snakes. So snakes started coming underneath the door, and it was like the smallest teeny tiny little snakes. And I was like, okay. They would be like rolled up, like just rolled up into a ball. And I'm like stomping them like roach. And I'm like, I can't do this. I gotta go. And I left. I left very fast. As soon as them things, because I had some poison out there at first in the yard. But then the poison wore off during the rainy season. Like right now it's rain season. It's raining a lot. And that's how it is in like Georgia, North Carolina. Like we just get like a crazy season of rain. I think we all getting it right now. Where it's just raining a lot. Yeah, but I'm gonna put that in the thing too. Alright. Okay, yeah. Well, Florida get a lot of rain too, but Florida a little bit different though with they rain. Florida, you look outside, it look like it's gonna be a tornado, and then 5 minutes later it'd be sunny. You'd be like, well, dang. What's going on? What's happening? So, I am bringing this in here because I'm going to soak some Freshies. Freshie beads. So I had to get some bigger jars. Let me see. I can share this in my Patreon real quick. So it might be a yeah. I just don't know how people have bath bomb businesses in Florida. Yeah, like how? Like how do they be having bath bomb businesses? Like it be raining and humid in Florida. It was so bad. Yeah, she said, Jesus, no. Yeah, I got out of there fast. And they, I mean, my rent was like very reasonable for that house. It was super reasonable. And I ended up going into, after that, like this beautiful luxury community. And it was in Hirschborn, Kentucky. So Hirschborn is like is like the upscale area of Louisville. So it's like Louisville and Hirschborn. Hey, how you doing? So, yeah. Yeah, I just be wondering how people be selling bath bombs and live in Florida at the same time. I'm like, Florida is too humid. Way too humid. All right, I think I'm going to do 1.5 for my fragrance. 1.5 to 8 ounces of beads. But I think I'm going to do more than 8 ounces of beads. Well, I'm not going to do 8 ounces of beads in this because this is a 32 ounce. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it up and see how much it's going to allow me to put in here comfortably because it's going to grow. So, yeah. So these Freshies, the ones I'm doing now, I've been ordering a lot of molds. If you guys want the mold person, I can get it to you. But I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to bring them in here to show y'all the type of molds I've been getting. me show y'all. Because I made a couple orders. I don't know if we brought the other order in off the trunk. We should have brought it in. I kept ordering when she would have a sale. Every time she would have a sale, I just ordered more and more. And the last sale was pretty good. She had really, really good. But so I had ended up ordering this one. This was an Alabama one. And people like, you know, when you come to their state, you gotta get like the modes of the state. So if I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm going to look for all things Pennsylvania, you know, Penn State this and Penn State that, because we have our surrounding states. Sometimes I do these, like if I'm going to a state and I'll, you know, I'll go there to Tennessee. No, it's right across the, you know, it's just, we surround each other. But these was the ones that I was getting off of Temu. I don't really like ordering these no more because everybody be having them. So you just, you know, you find these little ones all over, and I'm just, you know, I don't be wanting to do stuff everybody else got. So I really don't want to use these no more. They cool for when you first starting, but if you want to continue in your business and just have stuff different, you want to do something like that. Because this was one of the ones that came from Temu. I had this one up the other day. But this one was like one of the ones from Temu. And hey, how you doing? But this was like the Georgia Bulldog. And she sold them to me for like $8 a piece. This the Tennessee Volunteers. Harley Davidson. This is very popular, a real popular mold to have for Freshies because everybody loves Harley Davidson. So, you know, you can't go wrong with that. This one was, this like one of those little cows. People like the cows when you live in the country. And you can color them pretty cool, you know. And this was the highest one I brought, to be honest. But it was so worth it because what I'm going to do with it, baby. This one get ready to change the game, honey. This one came off of Temu. This was the one that came off of Temu. So you could start out with getting the ones off of Temu. They're not bad. You know what I mean? You could shadow them and everything. So they're not bad. It's just, you just going to go to a pop-up shop and you're going to see other people with the stuff you have. This was another one that's called Fries Before Guys. Yeah, so I'm going to color that one. I'm going to bake them up. Probably bake them up while we sitting here. This is a Nike shoe. This one says Jesus Heals, and it's like a Band-Aid. Yeah. Let me share this in my Patreon. Yeah, so, hold on. These is not for candles. They're not candles. These are candles. These are actually for Freshies. I'm making Freshies, so I'm using them for Freshies. Like this one is for pizza. And oh my God, I had the pizza one. So when I had the pizza one, I had to go back and buy it because I was like, I had a Freshie from Crimson Candle Supply. They sent this to me and it was just so amazing. So these are not for candles. These are for Freshies. And this one is Alabama Crimson Tide. And I'm going to get the lady's information. What was her website? Let me get the information. Let me see, y'all. Let me get it for y'all real quick. Hold on. Find it. I'm going to put it on the Patreon later today when I find it. I'm going to put it on the Patreon later today when I find it. And it'll be up there. Just free information. So I'll put it up there. So if you're not following the Patreon, just follow it and I'll put it up there today. Diamond Shine Soap in the Patreon. Look it up. Diamond Shine Soap. And I just post it publicly so you guys can get it. But if you live in that state, then you already know. And I like this one. It say deal with it. That's pretty cool. I was like, I don't know what color I'm gonna color this, but this is gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, this one's gonna be nice. Um, so I'm hearing news about the tariffs. They said the tariffs had started, and they said that everything. Actually, let me get my laptop and see. They said it's an import fee on everything. So y'all know it's about to get real, right? The thing is, America depended on foreign countries and shut down all the factories and stuff like that. That's where we went wrong. So now we about to see. We should have been making everything in our country to begin with. We shouldn't have to get everything shipped from another country. So now we about to really stuff about to go up. If they don't come to a deal, yeah, it's about to get crazy. But I don't need nothing online. I really don't. I don't need to order nothing from China. I don't need to order nothing from Temu or nothing. I mean, I already got my stuff coming in, so anything else after that, I'll get it when all this tariff stuff is situated. I don't even care. I hope, everything else is local, our foods and all that kind of stuff. Nobody should be eating TV dinners to begin with. So if you crying because your TV dinner went up, you should be eating that cancer crap in the beginning. So yeah, so these are the ones that I make without the molds. And I got so many of these. So I just said no more of these. I'm not making no more of these. I'm doing all the ones. Everything I'm doing now is gonna be the ones that they're gonna be these. The one with the molds. I don't want these. I hate these ones right here. I'm gonna give these away. I want to use these now going forward. So I'm going to get me a pen and I'm going to lay out my beads and stuff. And I'm going to put my beads and I'm going to start baking these. But for now, I want to soak some beads. So I'm going to soak some Freshie beads today. And I think I'm probably going to use like for every 8 ounces, I think I'm going to use like 1.5 ounces of fragrance. 1.5 to 2 ounces. But I started doing 1.5 because 2 ounces was way too much. It was way too much. In some fragrances. I had this one fragrance called Holly Jolly, and it was too strong. Way too freaking strong. So, yeah, it was just too strong. So now I had to cut that in half. But that's what I want to do now. I want to soak some beads. And I gotta do them with some different fragrances. I got a lot of fragrances that I'm actually throwing away, getting rid of. And those are the fragrances that I actually want to start, using up. Yeah. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that this tariff thing started. So I'm like, ooh, I need to get off and watch what they talk about on the news. Jesus. I ain't looking forward to that. Okay, what else was I gonna say? Okay, so I'm yielding towards this stuff this summer because we're not doing candles in the summertime. I mean, some events you can say candles, but 2 things in the summer we usually don't do, and that's candles and body butter. I only do like emulsified stuff, like even one summer I had experienced sugar scrub melting on me because it was out in the sun. But immediately after it melted, the moment it got cool again, it was firm and it was just right back to scrub, like it never happened. So I don't mind taking emulsified sugar scrub, emulsified body butter. I gave you guys a recipe the other day for a super thick, creamy body butter. It was so creamy, so creamy. I ended up mixing Baja Cactus. No. What was it? Bum Bum. What was it? Bum Bum Caramel. It was like the caramel one, caramel pistachio caramel. I mixed that with coconut lime verbena, and it smelled so good mixed together because the pistachio caramel was too light. It was so light. Don't buy it from Maple Street. If you buy it, don't buy it from Maple Street. It was so bad. It's terrible. Terrible, Jesus, terrible. So don't do it. I'm thinking about like what fragrances I'm gonna use when I make my new set of Freshies. Cause some of this stuff I already used already, and I want to use like new stuff. Um, Black ice. I'm gonna use the black ice. What else I'm gonna use? I'm probably gonna use. I'm looking around and I'm trying to see what I'm actually going to like use this time. I got some stuff in the hallway too. I'm gonna look at. But let me take this down so we can start weighing out. Let me go get my beads so we can start weighing this stuff out. All right, I got them. Okay, so the first ones I'm gonna do is I'll be yes, we make turmeric soap. Turmeric. Turmeric soap is good for like dark spots, pigmentation, and all that kind of stuff. Turmeric is real good for that. We made a turmeric and kojic acid soap, but I think for dark spots, it's best to use. It's this stuff my daughter used. I need to get the name of it because she had like an acne problem, so she was dealing with acne scars. But the first thing she did was she got that peel. You could get one of those pills off of Etsy. But, you know, the chemical peel is, I think that, in my honest opinion, if you want the truth, I think the chemical peel is better to do because it takes off layers of your skin. And so it'll take off them layers and get down to those spots and just kind of, you know, just do it for a while. That's my opinion. You know, I think that, because that, you know, that's something I was seeing her do. She went through acne really bad. As a teenager, she was, you know, she didn't want to go to school. She used to hide in the gym because her skin was so bad. And it was like, I didn't know what to do because I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, I don't know what you eating, you know, I'm not feeding you junk. Then as she got older, it was nothing, hey. Then as she got older, it wasn't about no junk that she was eating. It really was just, know, it was just how it was. It just, she went through a lot with that skin. She definitely went through a lot. Um, Looking for my next fragrance that I'm gonna use. So I got some fragrance called White Diamonds, but I don't know if White Diamonds is actually going to stick to the beads. Let me see. My mom loved White Diamonds. It smell like old pee to me. Stink. I'm gonna try this bourbon butterscotch. Just like my daughter's favorite smell. Mm. I don't know if that'll look for good for Freshie to, you know. Let me see. I got a lot of darn fragrance. I'm trying to figure out like what. So this is something I can use right here. Let me see. Oh Lord, that smell like weed. That one smell like Mary Jane. So I don't want to use that. So let me see. I can use Amber Nior. Amber Nior smells really good. I'm gonna actually need some new Amber Nior. So I'm gonna do like 1.5 ounces of fragrance, probably close to 2 ounces. $1.50. I might could do that. See how that work out. 1.50. It's so light though. Let me see, 2 ounces. Then again, I'm gonna add some more beads to it. That's 1.90. So let me see. No candle. No candle. Hold on one second. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So I got 1.90 in here. So I'm gonna see how much more beads will this allow me to put in here. So for 8 ounces is 2 ounces. So it's 1 ounce per 1 ounce. Let me see. Okay, that's 2 ounces. 1 ounce per 4 ounces of beads. So I'm gonna try and put another 4 ounces and see how tall this get. That's 35. I'm just go to 5. Ooh, I don't want to waste none. I'm trying to think of a way to put it into this darn jar without wasting it. I have a funnel, but the funnel seemed to be hiding somewhere. I got a little one down here. I need that big, wide one. Shoot. Okay, I got a better idea. I need to go get a clean one. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, see, it's still spilling out. I don't want it to spill. I gotta do this in another way. I can't have it doing all that spilling. I can't do that. I gotta get something. Ugh. I know it's gonna take a little long, but I'd rather not spill it. And then once they come down, I'm gonna dump them in there. Oh crap, I'm trying not to spill these jokers. But they seem like they just wanna do what they wanna do. Okay, so I'm gonna use some mahogany teak wood for my next fragrance. This one a little bit heavier than that one. So we'll see. I need some watermelon. That's the next fragrance I need to find, but I know I ain't gonna find it in here. Let me get some more fragrance out of this box. Some black, I need this black ice. Lavender could be something I could use. Some people like the smell of lavender, I don't. So I got like a true lavender type. That lavender stink. Who is that? All right, I got apple candy, and I got a manly scent. I'm about to do this manly scent. Shoot, I shouldn't use that. It's like a $30 fragrance. That's too expensive for that. Paradise Daiquiri. Let me see what this smells like. I'm gonna mix this with strawberry. So I'm gonna do like 1 ounce. Then I'm gonna do strawberry shortcake. A little bit more of this one. Oh, it smells good. All right, I gotta give me a pencil. Not a pencil, but I need to get something to write on. Because I ain't gonna know what the heck I got if I keep going. I need to write on the top of it. All right. So let me smell this one and label it. This is lavender. This is strawberry. Amber New York. I don't know how that's gonna do, because it's really light. And this one is mahogany teak wood. Now that's gonna do good, real good. Teak wood gonna sell out. All right, that's teak wood. So I want to do some other ones. I'm gonna pull my bin out. I got a bin full of fragrances underneath me, and I'm going to just grab some out. Dang, there's so much stuff in here. Y'all, I've been selling fragrances at my storage unit, and I show the people why I don't be caring. Like, why they be like, oh, can I pay you on Friday? I be like, sure. And I think they be thinking, like, don't you need the money? Like, don't you? I'd be like, you know, like, I just got, like, way too much. I just really, honestly, I don't be caring. Like, oh, how much is it? I'm like, shoot, I don't even know. We gonna figure something out. All right, I got some fluffy towels that I want to use because I honestly just want to get rid of this, but I got to shake it up to see if it's stable enough. And this is how you determine whether or not because you can have a fragrance for a long time and you can shake it up and it could turn into like castor oil type thickness and it could get really thick. But if it come back, all right, let me see. All right. So let's see what this one is going to do. It's super strong. And it's coming back clear, so it's fine. And it's fluffy towels, and it's just scent. I told you I'm getting rid of my just scent fragrances. I was getting rid of them for like $5 a pound because I had them for so long. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do about 3 ounces of fragrance. I've been putting them all on Marketplace and stuff. Yeah, like it's on my Facebook. I've been putting them in groups, like Facebook groups and stuff like that. I've just been getting rid of them. I'm gonna post another post today because I got rid of the first batch that I was selling. Like I had a batch in my house that was just like on my shelf. I got rid of those. I've been going to the stores cleaning out. Like I got hundreds of fragrances, like a lot. And they still work in soap. I just told y'all the story about the soap. Me using it in this soap right here, this one. I used this one and I had a problem out of that one. That was the only one that I ever had a problem with. And it made my cold process soap water. Like it turned it. And then I had to add like 4 ounces of cocoa butter. I had like these cocoa butter. And I used like 4 ounces and it's back thick again. And it actually came out pretty hard. So, came out very hard. So I had to realize that if it ever happened, like if it ever thin out my fragrance, then that's what I do. So I'm going to put linen on this. So linen. I got another linen from, it's a Candles North Star, and I'm still trying to find it. I'm like, God, like what happened to that fragrance? I brought it and I just misplaced it. Misplaced it around the house. But stuff like this I've been getting rid of. Like I'm gonna show you, like I just used this, but like stuff like that. Now these not old, these actually was purchased within the past year, but it's just not, it don't fit my brand. Like now I've been doing like luxury fragrances and stuff. I don't use just regular fragrances no more. The stuff I use is like perfume type stuff. Because I'm not just doing, well, this is Freshie, so I pour anything in a Freshie, but I'm doing like dog perfume. So because I'm doing dog perfume, I need to have like luxury scents. Dog perfume, what else? I'll be doing laundry soap and stuff like that. So I need luxury scents for that. So that stuff don't really fit with me anymore. All right. So when you do the Freshies and you do them in this box, you can put them back in this box to cure them. Because that's what I do. I leave them in here. And I keep coming by shaking them like once a day. When I first do them though, I shake them quite often. You know, like if I'm walking by the table and I think about it, I'll just shake them. Alright, so for this one I'm going to use, let me get one out of here. Apple candy. She said, for how long do you keep them in bottles? In the jars, you talk about these? I soak mine for, you can soak them from 1 week all the way to however long you want to soak them. Because I soak some of them for a month. And I soak some of them for a week. And the ones for a month do last a little longer. But the ones that I soak in a week, they still was lasting long too. So it wasn't too big of a difference. I mean, not really too much of a difference at all. Let me go get another. I'm sorry, my phone died. I'm so sorry it died. I didn't think about the battery. She said, you're gonna purchase from China. We heard so much about rich production. How long do you keep them in the bottles? What you talking about? Rich production. What I gotta purchase from China? I try to purchase everything that I can from here. There's only little stuff I get from China. Let me see. Okay, so that the apple candy was very heavy. It's a really heavy scent and it's real strong. It's almost like apple Jolly Rancher. It's really strong. So everything science. And the true lavender was fragrance buddy. And that one is really strong too. Hold on, I gotta slow this down. It's spilling. Okay, let me fix this. I don't want them spilling again. It's a lot in here. It's not like the last one. The last one was kind of like empty a little bit. So I'm gonna just kind of close the bag up a little bit so they don't all spill out. All right. All right. So this is honestly a good recipe, y'all. You want to make some Freshies. Ice Vanilla Woods is the next one that I'm using. Ice Vanilla Woods. So Ice Vanilla Woods is pretty much strong everywhere. And I want to give you the actual place and you can see where I got the fragrance from. But listen to me. This is really light. And I wouldn't want you to buy it from here. Because it's usually like really strong. Like it's a car scent. It's a real good car scent. So I don't want to just give it to you because I don't want you to get it from there. I want you, if you're going to get Ice Vanilla Woods, try Maple Street. You want to get Ice Vanilla Woods, yeah, try Maple Street and see if theirs is stronger. This one ain't really that strong. Yeah, it's good. It's good in skincare and stuff like that. But if you're making Freshies, you're going to need some stuff that's going to make you cough. Like, I noticed that strong stuff is what I need. Because this stuff got to go through the oven. You know what I mean? You got to go through the oven. So I'm going to check them out. I want to buy some. Yeah, this one got to go through the oven. So the iced vanilla wood smell like, you know how you go to the car wash and you get that car scent, the new car scent? That's what this smell like. It smells just like that. So it's really good. Got like a vanilla, but it's like a lot of musk. So it's more manly. It's more like a manly scent, but it's strong. Listen, it's very strong. Make no doubt about it. It is strong, but you gotta get it. You gotta get it. It gotta be a certain level of strong. It's actually strong enough for the Freshies. Smelling it out the bottle, it smelled light, but when I put it in the Freshies, it is strong. So, Ice Vanilla Woods Fragrance Buddy. Get it from Fragrance Buddy. Yeah, it came from Fragrance Buddy. So you can get it from them. I don't be trying to recommend no stuff that I don't like, because if you have making some candles or something, some wax melts, and it's not strong, I don't want you to think that you messing up and your stuff ain't right. Because I made wax melts and smelled nothing. I mean, literally nothing. I need to put a label on that. Yeah, I made wax melts and smelled nothing. And just sat there and was like, man, like I just wasted. But some people will make them and think they're not making them right. Like, don't use like a bum or nothing like that in these unless you get a strong one. Because these like some of these fragrances I get even from Maple Street. Recently I had got I ordered their and they didn't release my review, of course, because of how bad the review was. I told them they need to put it on clearance. It was so bad. It was the caramel pistachio bum. Listen, it was so bad. When I say bad, I'm talking about like bad to the point where I was mixing it with like caramel, vanilla in the house to see if I could bring the scent up. And it was so watered down, there was nothing I can do. And I was mad because I spent $20 on it. I didn't get it on sale or nothing. So it's different when you get stuff on closeout. You don't care. But you sitting up here spending money and buying it to that capacity, you got a problem. I had a problem with it. And I left a very bad review. And he didn't post a review because of how bad it was. And he posts everything that say, oh, it was good or whatever. But that one didn't get posted. But that was the worst. Let me tell you, it was so light. I thought it was a bottle of water with a little bit of fragrance in it. It was that bad. It was nothing I can use in candles. There was nothing I could use in Freshies. The only thing I could do with it was mix it with coconut lime verbena, because the coconut lime was super strong. So that was the only thing I could do, was mix it with coconut lime and heighten up the scent. That was the only thing I could do. Other than that, it was trash, garbage, throw it away. It was disgusting, and he shouldn't sell it to nobody. It was so bad, and I don't even care if he ever see this video. He need to know that was the worst fragrance. He need to stop selling it. It was bad. It didn't smell like nothing. And I just put it in lotion, and then I sold it for $10. So I lost my money. This is bubble gum. Yeah, this is a bubble gum. So for Freshies, you gotta have, like I said, strong scents, because it gotta go in the oven. And if you're gonna cook it in the oven, you need to make sure that, you know, your stuff don't fade off. It'll fade off. So my recommendation for Freshies, stay away from the candle maker store. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been getting some stuff from Virginia Candle, and Virginia Candle has been changing. They stuff is getting better. So I ain't gonna say them no more, because they actually been getting better. I got a lot of fragrance from them. I even got some stuff on their clearance recently, and it was so strong that it burnt my nose. And because they got like a clearance as well. So I think that they was pretty good. You know, I think they pretty good. I don't buy stuff on closeout, clearance, all that kind of stuff like that. Only if it's for Freshies. But if I'm building a business, closeout, clearance, all that kind of stuff, I can't buy that. I can't buy it because you're not going to be able to keep it on your brand. Yeah, you're not going to be able to keep it. And people sometimes come look for you for certain scents. And I know that for sure. When I made Fruit Loops, people was coming to my website looking for me. They came to my Facebook group, actually. I was going out to pop-up shops thinking like, okay, I'm going to just sell this stuff. I ain't got to, sell it again. I'm just going to get rid of it, make this money. Honey, them folks was coming to my Facebook groups looking for me. They was literally looking for me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what in the world? Like, I didn't want to sell like on a website. I just wanted to sell it at the pop-up shop, get rid of it, and go home. But they was like, oh, Shell, no, we want it. So people will look for certain scents. And for me, like lately, I've been like only going after luxury scents because a lot of the scents that we use all the time, I'm going to just tell y'all, that stuff you go to the pop-up shop, you see one girl with this, one girl with the coconut cashmere, cocoa cashmere, they go after the little amber or like they go after this stuff that we use, just the common sense, like the stuff that's common. Avo Bath Lush, like this is one of my bath fragrances. I only get it from them because I use it in the bath stuff. I don't use it in candles, but like they go after that kind of stuff, those popular scents, bombshells and all that. So Love Spell, all of that. I try, and now I'm off of it. I don't buy that stuff at all. The only scents I buy is stuff that like you can go on the shelf. Like I just showed Jessica this scent this morning. Me and her was talking about, it's a $300 perfume. And that's the only stuff I buy. I don't buy Baccarat because I see everybody buying Baccarat. I don't buy like somebody else like the live because I don't like the number 6. I just don't like the number 6. So somebody else just like the live for me to change it from 6. But anyway, I don't do it. Like I won't buy it no more because when I go out, I buy Invictus. Thank you. I buy like just stuff that's like expensive men cologne where people don't smell it often. Like I could just give y'all a bunch of names, but like one of my hot good scents that sell really well and like my laundry soap is like Coach. They like that Coach, the Coach Poppy. They got Coach Poppy. They got what's the other number scent that sell a Juicy Couture. Like they got just so many different. So if you go and start looking for, we was just talking about this, me and my other friend, we was just talking about this, like you gotta go after those luxury scents because it's so much competition out here now. Like when you turn around and look, you got everybody selling soap. I was like, I was going to join this farmer's market and I looked and I was like, dang, I said, they all selling soap. So I can't go to the people and say, I want to join the farmer's market. What do you sell? You sell soap. I got to come in the door some other way. Like I literally got to go in saying, oh, I just sell pet perfume and then come with my soap rack. I had to do that one time at a farmer's market in the country when I was living in Tennessee. It was actually like, what part of Tennessee was that? It was off of somewhere like around Chattanooga. It might have been Ringo, Georgia. I think it was Ringo, Georgia. I went to but Make It See makes so many sense. But Lisa, listen to me. Make It See scents are being duped. I'm going to give you one. This is the Make It See. This is the Mary Jane and Birch. This is a Make It See dupe. This is one of them strong scents. You can go to Maple Street. Fragrance Buddy, they getting Make It Sees. They duping they stuff. You can go to their websites and go. You got to see, the thing is, you got to sit home and you got to start going through the websites. Like me and Jessica, I always say Jessica because that's like that's my ride buddy. Like me and her be like discovering stuff together. Like yesterday we discovered like 5 high luxury scents. It was like maybe 5 of them. We was like, yo, we got to get them. And they gonna cost a little more. Like sometimes they be like $30 instead of being 20, and then sometimes they 20, and you like, wow, it's just 20. Like I just got 2 bottles of my and you know, Wholesale Supplies Plus, they sell like this scent called Invictus, and it's a luxury men's scent, and I was able to get it for $20. You know, and so you might find it, you know, on sale. So what I realize is when you go to the farmers markets, they oversaturated, and all these people selling the same stuff, the same scents. But if I go to the farmers market with my soap and I'm selling Green Irish Tweed and Versace and Louis Vuitton and Coach Poppy and all of those kind of scents, Margie don't stand a chance. Margie's little soap shop don't stand a chance against my stuff because she got them wax scents that everybody just keeps smelling over and over. Ooh, bombshell. Ooh, cocoa cashmere. Like, you know, ooh, mahogany teak wood. You know, like people tired of that stuff. It's no, oh, lemongrass. You know, lemongrass is good. I like lemongrass. I like stuff like that. Spooty just sent me a message. I gotta connect this. She just, well, yeah, I got it from Jessica. She been putting out all of the luxury scents that we've been buying lately on pre-sale, and we've been getting it from her or whatever. But send me a message and I'll give it to you. But yeah, so y'all listen. I'm free to talk. If y'all on the Patreon, we can all join the Patreon and we can just talk. So I can just talk to y'all and just give y'all all the stuff. But I just can't put it on the YouTube, because if I put it on the YouTube and let's say 1,000 people watch this, then everything that we looking for gonna be gone, because I'm giving the information away. So I try to like make it to where it's like last night, my people on the Patreon, they was able to get their lie on sale and got it free shipping, and I couldn't just come on here and be like, y'all go and get it, like, cause we ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be going. So I have to. It's not y'all, like, cause y'all see I'm showing y'all the fragrance and stuff like that. You know, but if I tell the people on the YouTube, they only come to use us. They don't come to, you know what I mean? They don't. They only want, you know, your information and then run off and never say hi, never sit on the live with you. They don't do what y'all doing. You know, you see how y'all sitting here talking to me and stuff. They don't want to do that. They just want what they can get out of you and run off. I would rather give it to people like y'all, but because I'm not on here, when I get off of here, it's going to be public. But yeah, so that's why I said, I don't want to do that no more. Like, I feel like if we keep going in that same direction, it's just not going to produce the right results. Like, no, if I keep going and selling what this person sell, if I say I'm selling soap, I guarantee you I'm standing out here next to a person that don't have nothing. Yes, they don't come to build, they come to use our tools, exactly. If I say now I'm going to go put iced vanilla woods in these Freshies, if I go to a pop-up, somebody gonna be selling iced vanilla woods. These are the common scents that I stay away from. The only reason why I'm using it is because it's a scent that people like, but I use more luxury scents now than that. Like, I look for like the stuff that I'm like, okay, these people, no, they don't even know where to buy this from. So, you know, y'all just gonna have to switch. You know, if y'all want some of them Makersy scents, y'all can't get it from Makersy. Get it from those companies that's selling the dupes, because the dupes are the actual fragrance. They are the Makersy. They're going to the same company. It's either they go to the same company or they send off a sample of Makersy and they put it through a chemical process and it comes out to be exactly what Makersy have. So they, you know, they cutting Makersy head off for real. Because people like, shoot, why I'm gonna come to you and get the water? Can I tell y'all something? Can we get on it? Yo, listen, just get on the Patreon, because I got a Makersy dupe that I just found, and it's on sale for $12. And I can tell y'all in the Patreon, but I can't tell y'all on the public because y'all ain't gonna be able to go get it. So I'm getting ready to put a link in the page, ready to link this. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Patreon, because I'm gonna see. Hold on, let me see if it's still on sale. If you meet me in the Patreon right now, okay, I'm about to put a link in there. You meet me on the Patreon right now. I'm gonna show you how to get these Makersy dupes for $12 right now, but you got to buy them right now because they may not be available later. And if you flood them and hit them right now, then they won't shut it down. So I'm about to show you how to get them for $12. Hold on. You got to get it now, though. So if I tell you, you got to go straight to the website. Everybody got to do it at one time. Y'all can't wait till later. Listen, meet me in the Patreon. I'm about to put a Zoom link. Put a Zoom link in there so y'all can get it. But you got to do it now, because if they see that it's still, you know, this price or whatever the case may be, they may shut it down. So you need to move now and get it now. Hold on. I put it on the $5 level so everybody could get on. Yeah. So get on if you want to get some fragrance. I'm about to get off.